Do we do one of these?
We can do one of those right out of the gate.
Do we explain what we have?
Well, let's get a cheers.
Hold on, you call it. What are we drinking to?
Oh, well, that's easy. These are your very first remarks since retirement, which I know you had that choice.
Mhm.
And I thank you very much for choosing us
Right on.
to do this here. So
Here's to tipping it back at 9 a.m.
there it is. And it is 9 a.m. I have a American Mule brought to you by Wheatley Vodka. You, sir, have
You
what?
can't sip me.
Oh!
So this is a couple hits of Wheatley, a little bit of seltzer water, some lemon juice, some simple syrup on ice. Make sure it's cold. It's quite refreshing.
Yeah.
You can't really taste anything. It's got hints of citrus. It's like a cold glass of Wake Up. Not to be confused with an Okerlund. An Okerlund is literally a vodka cranberry where you just whisper the word cranberry over about 16 ounces of vodka. R.I.P. Mean Gene.
Let me full stop on the Okerlund.
Yeah.
Okerlund.
Yeah.
As in Mean Gene Okerlund? This.
Is there another?
There is
The
not.
legendary Mean Gene currently still has his own drink at a golf course called Gator Creek down in Sarasota. And when you go into Gator Creek and order an Okerlund, they give you a 16-ounce foam cup. They dip it in ice so it's to the brim. They pour vodka to the last rung on the cup.
Oh my gosh.
They take cranberry juice, they put a dab on their finger, and they put it in there just so it makes the whole thing like a reddish color.
Yeah.
And then you go out and play 18 holes.
This is not the question that I was going to ask you right away.
Yeah,
But with such a
it is good.
verbose, descriptive, and accurate description of what the Okerlund was in Sarasota, Florida, at Gator
Creek.
at Gator Creek. Okay, at Gator Creek. Do you find
I
that
had one too many down there? Yes, I did.
admitted, so he's not denying it, folks. Do you find that everything you encounter in your life that you enjoy, hobbies, professions, whatever it may be, I'm asking this because having watched you and studied you for as long as I have, do you find that you have to know every detail and be a master of the things you like and enjoy?
No, because I'm far from that.
Well, you're far ahead of many others. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Again, this probably is not what you're expecting at 9 a.m.
Man,
over a
I'm
you can't
expecting
sip me.
a conversation. And that's basically just saying don't take a pull off my drink.
Yeah, so
I'll get you your own.
I am very happy with this American Mule. I am curious, can you potentially dial me up, but you can't sip me? Or is that the one? Oh, 9 a.m. Here we go. Cricket Wireless
I was
later
going to
today.
say, by the way, dude, you are a monster. You came home after double taping of Raw. You have 1 day free, and not even a day. I'm like,
No.
man, I can do this today. And you're like, I can do it morning or evening. And I foolishly chose morning. But here you are, ready to go. And you got a full day commercial shoot after this. Thanks, man. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to knowing what it takes, knowing what the word
Cheers to
hustle
that.
is.
Indeed.
You were about to give me an anecdote, and boy, do I love them.
No, it was more of when I've watched a lot of things that you've done in interviews because you're always really specific and measured about where you land, who you talk to, especially as you've experienced more and more of a career and you value your time. Time is such a great currency. It is the most important thing. I saw you explain to a group, I believe they're called Bon Appetit, what a flat white was.
Confidence is not a mindset, it's an achievement. In the GMC Sierra.
And I don't think I could ever see something that was more a direct reflection on how you were as a wrestling teacher. As a wrestling teacher, you never just said, hey, kid, this is the thing. You never just said it once. You made it so clear that the next time you went out, you could not miss whatever the lesson was. And now I've watched you go in on this flat white, and I actually timed it. It's a little over 3 minutes of you explaining coffee first. This is milk with 2 shots of espresso. It's so you that I wondered, the things he liked, does he just need to know every single detail, every aspect of them? Or is this just are you just loving life that you got to know it all? Because that, all it reminded me of is every single great lesson that I am valued to have learned from you. But they were taught in a way that if you make the same mistake again, issue.
Well, interesting observation, right? In every level of anything, there's always somebody above you. And I don't know in your observations if you've seen this, but I try never to be the smartest person in the room.
Sure.
The information I give about coffee or about wrestling, there are, online hosts, critics, even people who lace boots that are you're far more into wrestling than I am. But I know what I love about wrestling. So it's all opinion. If it's chicken soup business, your way is different than my way is different than, whoever likes it and is entertained by it. But when people ask of my advice, and when I get a chance to rub up against people, when we have matches and do stuff, I give the information between my two ears on what I enjoy. My description of a flat white is what I enjoy about the drink.
Yeah.
I enjoy that it's not as much milk as a latte, but not as small as a cappuccino. Like, there's a lot of stuff. But if you talk to somebody like Seth, or Cesaro, they will be like, the beans are roasted from here, and then cured at this place and grown from this place, and that's where you lose me.
Okay.
So, wrestling, for example, you will spit out facts, dates, moves, spots.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that shit. I just try to say, like, what I love about this. And I just came to this epiphany like a few days ago.
Yeah.
We have a conversation. You get to go out there and have a conversation with tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And when I get most agitated is when performers talk at the audience. They don't allow the conversation.
Sure.
And all the old school guys would be like, slow the fuck down. It's difficult to conceptualize. Like, I understand what all the old timers were saying, especially because here I am retired, I am one. But I also understand from a new talent, the angst of like, no, you don't get the product now because you worked slow. Sometimes a new talent can look at that piece of feedback and be like, it's just you work lazy.
Yeah.
Because you're old and you can't take bumps. I like the comparison of we are out there to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And we got, an hour and 15? We're going to talk. You're going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk. But if you talk at me for an hour and 15, I love you, dog, but I'll check out at 45. I'll hang in there, but I'll check out. And a lot of performers, they go out there and they just talk at the audience. They never give them a chance to get into the conversation. So all of my feedback is based on, like, let's never forget the conversation.
Yeah.
And to have a good conversation, we got to have good material, which means we have to have a good story. I can go 3 minutes about a flat white because I've tried a ton of coffee and I found what I love. And it's like when you take that first sip, you're like, man, I found it.
Yeah.
I love cars. But when I talk to people about cars, there's always somebody smarter.
Yeah.
The engine stampings and the Dakota and the 71 Cuda? No. I like the purple one.
Yeah.
Looks good. And it drives fun, and this is how I feel when I'm behind the wheel.
Yeah.
It's not that the way you put together a suit. There's certain lines that I'm like, man, I don't do all the details. I like this. I like a little bit of loud. This is seasonal. You might have had some influence on my choice today. I want to bring my A game. But that's it. And there's always someone who can go more. And I think if you're at the top of the hill, you got to get in a different room.
Interesting.
So it seems like I might have a lot of information. It's just like, hey, I found this epiphany. It's this thing I love.
Yeah.
This is why I love it.
But to your point, I think the reason, and you said there's always somebody else out there. I don't think a lot of people think that way, and I think very similar. We have a joke in my little group that's traveling all around. I've got the champions of crush, the gripper.
Yeah.
Turning those forearms into five arms,
yeah.
as you used to say. And I always joke about it. I'll say, hey, get a squeeze. We're joking, but what really is going through my mind is there's another guy, maybe he's at NXT, there's another wrestler, maybe he's on an independent level, there's someone out there who would like the spot. And this is more on the spirit of competition and not knowledge, but I want to make sure I'm doing this random, hey, I'm here working out at 3 a.m. I'm doing something consistently to try and keep myself in the game and keep it at bay, whoever that person is. It's completely different than the individual who's out there who has more knowledge, I suppose, but it's similar in a way that I just enjoy that you get into the details on so many things that you love and enjoy. But you said something, because again, these are your first remarks since retirement.
Yeah.
Chose to make them here at the world famous Nightmare
Shit,
Factory.
I love this, man. I hope you don't move. I hope you do every broadcast from here. WWID facility, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, you want to.
Yeah.
This is the gateway drug to Orlando, which is the gateway drug to playing for the Yankees, as we say.
As a gateway drug. You said you had an epiphany
Yeah.
about what you love. Are you saying the conversation in terms of what you loved about wrestling? You're talking about, I love all these little things here and there, but what is it that you found? And I mean more so, and I'm sorry if this is so immediate, I think more after retirement, which is at this moment a day and a half removed.
Yep.
What do you love about it?
Well, so the epiphany was crazy, right? And it's just an example of like, let's never stop learning.
Yeah.
So this is Friday. I get this like, holy shit, I found a way to say what I'm actually feeling.
Yeah.
I was just reading through a book, and it was about the ability to have fierce conversations. And you wanna let everybody contribute. You wanna have a conversation. And if they were talking about like the power of the pause and the silence, essentially slowing down.
Sure.
It's those moments where you do action. It's your piece of the conversation, and then you slow down to allow the arena to have their piece of the conversation. I'm like, holy shit. I think I can finally articulate what's up here to a Javon Evans at 21 years old.
Yeah.
Be like, Javon, if I talk to you for 45 minutes, you're not going to care. But if we can talk, if you can tell me what's on your mind, and I can talk to you, and then maybe we both walk away having grown a little bit.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do that in your matches. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Where I don't have to say, slow down, kid, you're going too fast. That immediately puts you on the defensive. Slow down. You can't keep up, old man. It's not about that. It's you're gonna feel it when you feel it. But now you got a chip on your shoulder to prove me wrong, and to prove working fast is gonna work. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying, just make sure you always have a conversation with them out there. You know what I'm saying? And that happened the day before I retired. So what I love about it is like, you're learning all the time. All the time.